legendary model turned startup investor and entrepreneur, is here at the Nasdaq to celebrate Tyra Beauty. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So tell us about this company you're working on. What is Tyra Beauty?
So Tyra Beauty is what I would like to call a cosmetics experience, not a cosmetics line. And we have a couple of taglines. One is we're beauty, business, and badassery.
Okay.
So the beauty is makeup. The business is that we have our entrepreneurs that are our social sellers that actually sell Tyra Beauty and make money and make a percentage of what they sell. And anybody can be what we call a beauty-tainer. They're called beauty-tainers. And then the badassery is we like to be a little dangerous, a little rebellious, have a little fun. And I launched it 1 year ago. So this is the Nasdaq Entrepreneurial Center's 1-year anniversary. Tyra Beauty's 1-year anniversary when we came out of beta a year ago, and so it's just so nice to be here. It's amazing.
Yeah. So, and you have a lot going on. You're also starting a new show on NBC with Rob Dyrdek, where you're going to be investing in startups.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit what to expect there?
Yeah, so the show is called Funded, and this is actually Rob's creation. So this is one of the first shows that I've ever done that I didn't create. And usually I don't do that, but when Rob approached me and I met with him, I was like, this is amazing. Hell yes, I am down for this. And I can't say too much, but it's NBC. It's Rob, and then also Rohan Oza, who is a marketing guru. And we just all had a team dinner last night, and it was a bunch of love and a bunch of trash talk too. So that's what you're gonna see on TV. And you know, giving people that American dream and giving them an insanely amazing prize of not seed money, but it's money to take them to the next level. So we're really taking businesses that are already doing very well to like overdrive.
And so outside of the show, you've also done some startup investing.
Yes.
You've had Fierce Capital.
Yes.
What companies have you invested in, and what are you looking for?
So one of my favorites that I've invested in is called Muse, The Muse. And it's a female founder. Her name is Catherine, and she is a genius, and the company is growing. I love getting my emails and my updates like, this was a smart one, this was a good one. So I have about 7 or 8 companies that I've invested in. A new one that I invested in is, most of them are kind of female, but I'm open. And there's a very famous chef by the name of Roy Choi who is starting a fast food, almost like high-end fast food for a very affordable price. So I've invested in his brand as well. So those are 2 of my favorites, but I do have a very small portfolio of 8. I was going for 30 to 40 businesses, but I decided to halt with that investment because Tyra Beauty is personally funded. So it is self-funded. So every check that goes out, every inventory, or when it comes to full-time hires, everything comes from me. And so I felt like I needed to put the oxygen mask on myself before my children, like they say to do on the airplane. So, but the oxygen mask and the capital is going to Tyra Beauty right now and pausing on Fierce Capital.
Well, you've definitely been keeping yourself busy, and so I understand you're also going to be teaching at Stanford.
Yes.
What is that about?
I'm very excited. So I recently spoke at Stanford and did about, hour and a half, 2-hour speech Q&A session. And one of the professors came up to me and said, you know what, that's not a speech and a presentation, that's a class. And so she approached me, and then we created something and took it to the assistant dean, and they approved, and so, or associate dean, and now I am going to be Professor Banks.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm jealous. I wish I had professors like that. And so, do you have any tech mentors, any people that you look up to in the world of Silicon Valley?
Yeah, so I am a cold caller. And he's not in Silicon Valley, but I read his book, and it is called Delivering Happiness. I read it many years ago. Tony Hsieh, the CEO of Zappos. And I was amazed by his story. All the way from him loving Taco Bell, which I love, down to just how savvy he was and how culture meant everything to him. And he wrapped this company around culture that just so happened to sell shoes and now other items. And I cold called him, and I was like, this is Tyra Banks, and I love your book, and I want you to mentor me, and I love Taco Bell too. And he was like, this is not Tyra Banks, this is a prank call, and he almost hung up. He's like, prove it. And I was like, how do I prove it? And I was like, come coming up on America's Next Top Model. And he was like, oh my God, it is you. and so I've stayed in touch with him. I love Joe Gebbia out here with Airbnb. I call him about even HR issues, like do you do, paid time off or do you do flex time? Just like those minutia things from these like titans of industry in tech is everything to me, and I am not ashamed of asking to be mentored.
Great. Well, last thing, will you smile?
Of course. No, will you smile?
Oh, I don't know.
So no mouth, no mouth.
Okay.
Yep. No relax.
Okay.
Oh my God, you're so just so beautiful. Okay, wait, no smile at all, like dead, like Novocaine. I just gave you a shot at the dentist. There you go. Now squeeze your eyes and look into that camera like you're pissed. Even more. No lips, no lips, no lips. Dead, like chin up, chin up, chin up, chin up. Squeeze eyes tighter. You're just so pissed off. Yes. You're doing it. You're doing it. That was it. You smile. You smile with your eyes.
That's awesome. I'm so excited about that. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Nasdaq.